about 8 to 10 dispensaries. We're right now a lot on 8 Mile, where we're in the clinic. We're in House of Dank. We're in King Seaweed. Greener Crossing.
Okay.
We're on Mac, House of Zen.
Capital Dank in Lansing.
Okay.
Dank Gods.
Dank Gods, yeah. That's East Gratiot.
Okay.
Yeah.
A holistic health wing coming soon.
We have about 15 dispensaries that's kind of waiting on us right now.
As well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
we're a little backward also. Also, too, we
We'll
do
see you guys
events.
soon.
Yep.
Right.
OMS Dab House. If you do not follow OMS Dab House on Instagram, at OMS Dab House.
Okay.
They do their whole weekly events 3 times a week. We normally vend there as well. So you can come down, meet us
Dab House
direct,
family, love you.
get the personal sample, you know, because we have sample trays out, as well as if you are a patient, you can come in and you'll meet so many vendors, great opportunity, great atmosphere, great people. Shout out to Big J, created a great opportunity for vendors here in Michigan.
Okay.
If you guys are not aware of him, he's created a platform for so many entrepreneurs here in Michigan in the medical industry.
Absolutely.
Big J, OMS Dab House, man. Like I said, we appreciate you. Much respect, love from Somatic always, man.
Half of our people on our board is just based off of OMS Dab House.
Yeah.
A lot of our peers and just OMS definitely they set the tone for at least Michigan.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's in business is always, you know, at least one kind of connection or somebody that you come across that is very instrumental in your success at that point. You know, so that's good that you got, you know, recognizing
It's good to build the rapport with your peers and within your industry. Absolutely.
Totally, really important. So you guys are business partners and of course engaged as well. So how important is a good business partner to your business?
Oh my God, it is so important. You have those times where you're like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? But then once you get through that, you're like, we did it.
Exactly. That accomplishment.
So it's just not giving up. It's, you know, just relishing those moments of despair and heartache, and then taking those moments and just blowing them up when you finally accomplish what you want and you meet those milestones. And you, I mean, just for, I'll give you an example. Somatik Goods, or Somatik HWHLP, started off with like about 100 Instagram followers.
Okay.
We now have about 2,000, which is like a big thing for us. So I mean, you know, just those small little milestones, or just people recognizing your products and stuff like that. So
yeah, but it definitely take a lot of self-sacrifice. It definitely take a lot of motivation. It definitely take a lot of support for each other. There's times where I'm definitely, listen, without this young lady, there's certain things in life that I probably would not have experienced. I probably would not have been through. She created my first resume. I wouldn't have had a job without her. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even went into the work field, the work market, and by me even experiencing that, it opened me up to having opportunities to work for places like Dell. You know what I mean? To do IT and things like that, when I probably still would have been a neighborhood guy. You know what I'm saying? Totally. So definitely the opportunity of meeting that right partner and you knowing it's the right one, because she down for you through no matter what. She down for you the broke times, the up times, the down times. And now eventually you build a brand, and now it's that time. The sky's the limit, you know what I mean? And we definitely have a beautiful son, you know what I mean? So a handsome young man.
And a daughter.
Yep. My daughter as well, but
we compliment each other.
Compliment each other.
That's what it is.
And at times you get tired of each other. You know what I mean? You need your space.
Especially working in such close proximity to each other. You know, especially when you have this, a lot of commonalities, and you know, you do kind of run into those rifts. But you know, like he said, absolutely, I could not have gone as far and done as much without him and his input and his just him being the great person that he is in a relationship, in a business, all the way around.
That's right. And it's good to see. I know our people period need to see a lot more of this. And just, I mean, you know, it's possible. Togetherness. You know,
and because a lot of times too, man, it's so difficult, it's so hard, and we fear from the hard. We run because it's easier just to say, you know what, I'm done, I'm straight.
That's the easy.
You know what I mean? That's the easy part. The hard part is rebuilding, learning from your mistakes, making it better, fixing it, making it right. Saying you wrong when you wrong. You know what I mean? That pride of accountability is everything. You know what I mean? Because and it's times I'm not saying I'm perfect. Our relationship is perfect. You know what I mean? But what I am learning and growing as a man is I'm taking a lot more accountability.
Exactly.
And just swallowing my pride, because a lot of time a man with pride has nothing when it comes down to your relationship.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Business and the relationship, you got to separate that business and personal for sure.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Man.
Now again, back to kind of the dispensary portion of it. How did you guys get started as far as like distributing to these dispensaries? Was it
it was so hard at first. I'm
talking bet,
about,
right?
hey, listen, it's a science to it. I mean, but that's why I do love this industry, and I do love, because I know I'm yet to even nowhere near the ceiling. This is the beginning of our industry, but yeah, I mean, we started off originally. If you go way back down our Instagram page, we had the little clear package, the little buttons. We doing it.
Written.
Our dosages ain't right. This is going on. We ain't know about that. I mean, trial and error. So we thought like everybody else, you can just put some stuff in the pot, and mix it up, and that's that.
And they gonna
it ain't.
It's gonna fly off the shelf.
It's a science to it, y'all. It's really work, y'all. It ain't really just putting melting it down and putting it in there. It's really work.
It's knocking on people's doors. It's building a rapport.
And we
it's
did that.
Going to events like when we mentioned on.
But that's what I said. Old Mill Dab House was a pivotal part of that.
It's getting out there and putting yourself out there, and really just letting people know.
Take the rejection. Take the no's, man. We knocked on a lot of doors.
You gotta just embrace the no's.
Like you said, the sales background, man. I did business to business sales back when I was young, and I was so embarrassed, and I did so. It was just so. But it broke the mold. It opened me up. It made me a headhunter. It made me. I know to get through 20 no's to get that yes. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we was knocking on the dispensary doors, going dropping off samples. Nobody giving us them callbacks. To now our inbox is full.
Right.
To now, you know what I mean? Like, hey, how many days can somebody drop off?
Stuff down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But and I'm not saying like we too big for anybody. You know any of that.
No.
We level. We are still at the ground level. We still trying to grow. A lot of the people we haven't got to yet because we perfectionists.
Exactly.
We not trying to put out. We can put out 1,000 products and make that money right back real fast. But I'd rather put out quality than quantity. I want to give you the quality. I want you to, every time you taste my product, you have my product, you want more. You say this is quality. This is worth my money. You know what I mean? So that's why we haven't stocked every shelf in Michigan yet.
That's right.
But that's the plan, though.
Right. We're gonna make it out west, and we're gonna make it out everywhere. You know, that's the goal, to expand it, but in the right time.
Timing.
That's right.
So. And you don't want to expand too fast, too much, and you take on too much. You lose quality, and your overhead is too heavy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's like, if you ain't got the clientele, say hell no.
Say hell no. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Don't get hit off with a whole one, man.
Totally. Right. Now, it's like, speaking about getting you guys' name out, I saw you sponsoring Curtis Head Jr. For the boxing match. So that big up to that. How did y'all get involved with that?
Actually, Kurt is a good friend of mine, through mutual friends. Kurt has been boxing a few years now. He's been coming up through the rings, and he just pretty much loved the brand. He loved the logo. He loved what we stand for. Him and his wife, him and his fiance are a great couple. And he just pretty much came to us like, hey man, are you guys interested in sponsorships? You know what I mean? Now, right now I'm new to the boxing professional side, so. We jumped on it early. It was no question, no hesitation. And he's a great fighter. He's training hard. We appreciate the opportunity. And just like I said, it was just another chance and exposure, as well as helping out, giving him exposure. Because we have a platform that can get him the more exposure. And what the funny thing about it is, by him coming out that was the previous fight, he ended up getting another fight right back. Even though he won the fight, I'm not gonna say it's just because he won it, but I think it's the fashion. It's also too the way he came in, his presentation. It's professional.
It goes a long way.
You have a crowd, you have a following. You know what I mean? Because and the more we promote for him, we got people coming in watching his fights from our end. They don't know him at all. You know what I mean? So it's like. Now he got a crowd cheering for him.
That's right.
Promoters see that. Promoters want him to be on their card. That's more money in his pocket.
That's right.
We don't want nothing. We don't get anything out of sponsorship from him.
That's right.
But exposure. That's all we want.
And a good feeling. Just
I help my friend. I help somebody.
Opportunity, and just giving them that extra opportunity to be exposed, and we want to give other people that opportunity as well. So we want to do more with that.
And that's where we trying to. We slowly working on somatic sports out of that. That's what kind of somatic sports derived. Because it actually just opened our eyes up, helped us realize that how we helped him get exposure. There's so many other unexposed youth. And not just only in the black community, but they definitely are in the black community. But in other communities as well. But I definitely want to highlight that my community is one of the left out communities. So I definitely want to make sure that young men, the young children that's coming up, who thinking that opportunity not gonna come their way because they on 7 Mile in the Murray Hill, and who gonna come over there and watch me? Who gonna come see me? We watching, we looking. Instagram is gonna find you. So if it's any type of youth basketball, football, boxing, we gonna slowly expand. But right now it's in the boxing lane. This is what we can take on. Like we said, we don't want to take on too much.
You want to bite off more than you chew, right?
But that's the bigger vision of it. That we want to be able to create a platform
for unnoticed and up and coming athletes and youth
to help them get excited, to help them get them college scholarships. You know what I mean? Because sometimes all it takes is that highlight tape being posted in the right place.
That's it. Right.
You know what I mean?
Who you know.
Who you know. Yeah.
Because he got quite a few, like you said, we got quite a few more people who kind of wanted our sponsorship for them as well.
As soon as they seen Kurt, they followed up. They reached out right after that. You know what I mean? So we're slowly getting there.
I call it kind of like piggybacking off other businesses where just even with me, the people who know me are gonna now like y'all, and people like y'all, like so this is what we do in business. Exactly.
Build the black commerce again, the black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
We need to
generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
We are the #1 consumers.
We are the #1 consumers, you guys.
What if we consume from ourselves?
What would that look like?
Right, exactly. No doubt. So what are some of the sacrifices you guys had to make as entrepreneurs?
Always being tired, never getting any sleep.
Time.
And
that's the most pivotal. Time is very important. Is what I realized. You can never get back. Money is important too, but time I feel is like right over money.
So time management is key. Trying to work harder and work smarter and not harder. And also just. I mean, it's a lot of key elements into sacrificing, and
Two of the biggest sacrifices are our kids.
Of course.
My son's 7, my daughter 12.
Okay. Yeah.
They're well aware of what's going on, because we're not trying to keep them in the dark, and then they think they're well aware of what's going on. They know what to touch, what not to touch. Exactly, and they know that Somatik is a family brand. Beyond the medical side of things, because right now people frown upon. Some people are still looking at it closed-minded as a drug.
You always had that.
When you have your legalized, and once it's legalized and it's controlled like alcohol, then that's when I guess it'll be accepted a little better. But at that point, we'll get to that point. But my kids, like I said, they're well aware of what's going on. They rep Somatik brand to the fullest. But I think they're two of the biggest sacrificers through everything. Because just time, they help, you know what I mean? And just, they're around through the family, loving kids, very smart. On top of their books, you know what I mean? So that's a major thing.
Okay, all right, that's good to hear. And it's good to expose them to it early, so that they know they got options and avenues, for the family.
We want to make this a family business, so our kids can grow up and give it to someone else, and build that within ourselves and give other people opportunities. And
I love the Asian culture for that. Like if you go into a Chinese restaurant, you gonna see the 4 kids. Even
see them working.
They working. You know what I'm saying? After school, they book bags and they're with them. You know what I mean? Like they keeping them part of that. They want them to know this is yours. This is the business. That's the generational wealth. You know what I mean? Beyond just my 2 kids. Yeah. And that's the goal of Somatik as well. That's why I say I keep mentioning generational wealth, because my goal and my plan for Somatik is my entire family. If you want this opportunity, you shall be able to be employed through us. You shall be able to have an opportunity to fund your household, to take care of your family through Somatik. You shouldn't have to work for this person the rest of your life. You know what I mean? You should be able to work for yourself. Now this opportunity can create an opportunity for you to own something.
And it creates a sense of pride, because my dad and mom, they created this, and they provided an opportunity for me and my children.
And so you have the option to either go to college or you can work the business.
You
have an option.
That's the best thing in the world to have options.
We ain't just gonna kick you out at 18. Like, so what you gonna do now? You're 18. You know what I mean? We want to build that comfort that you got home. Stay here till you right. You can do this until you got that.
Really,
you want to be that?
To build that whole core value of health, wealth, happiness, love, and peace. Why can't we really have that?
Health is wealth.
We can really build towards that.
Happiness is a choice. Love is needed. We all want peace on earth, y'all.
Yes.
I love it. So on a different end of things, what are some of the roadblocks you guys kind of came across so far? Just even if you could share a story or two, just things that you came across that you would do differently now. like, I guess, learning experience?
Well, the packaging was definitely one of the things. Getting into dispensaries was another thing that, you know, was hard for us to do. I say I would just go about doing it. I don't know if I would do it different though. Like I would probably do it the same, you know, try to build a rapport, you know, just keep at it.
I think I heard it was a peer fear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that somebody's gonna outshine you. Or that, you know,
that's a fear.
Oh, you're going to take what I have. It's enough for us all to eat.
Or they look at you as you already got it going.
Right.
A lot of times we get the persona of we have a lot more than what we have.
So they don't
you know what I mean?
you.
So they want to help you. When they feel like you already in a position that if I help you, you're going to take off past me.
Exactly.
Not thinking that you're going to pull them with you. Not thinking that this is a team effort. Not thinking that we trying to build both. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Strength in numbers.
It's strength in numbers. And that's our main thing. We've never, anybody who's ever reached out to us, wanted to do business with us or wanted to partner with us, we were open arms with it. We've never wanted to shun anybody. Even if we're almost in the same direct market, we were open arms to it. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when you go to Walmart, you got 7 type of potato chips on the shelf.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got 7 different shelves of potato chips.
I was thinking about that the other day. Just simple, like if all of us were really like living in our purpose and shining in our light, it wouldn't be uncommon to find somebody else or 6 other people who did what you did. But we just all do it in our own different way, and it's okay.
It's okay.
And because what thing I'm worried about is like you said, the pure fear about people want to hold their own and be separated so much that once everything do legalize, you got big corporations coming in that's gonna run the market. When we can all be together and control Michigan market. There you go. You know what I mean? If it's strength in numbers, it's strength in financial. We the corporation. Now we can buy up this land. We can buy up these spots. We can be processing 1 million medibles a day, 1 million plants a day instead of cool menthol coming down here buying up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what's going to happen.
Please, and they're taking notes.
Please, we see them moving from Colorado, Vegas, California, because Michigan is going to be one of the states where we're going to legalize and try to control like alcohol.
That's right. Exactly.
We're not going to go for recreation. Prohibition days. So they know, they see the bigger picture, and that's what one of the main things. Like we said, a lot of our friends run out. I'm about to open a dispensary. I'm going to open a dispensary. Which is nothing wrong with that. But I seen heavy overhead costs. I seen heavy roadblocks. I seen heavy licensing and things you need to raise and all that. But I'm like, well, what can I stay in my industry? Because I love this market. What can I build that's going to not only give me longevity, less overhead, but as well as I can control the market.
While staying in my own
lane. Exactly. I'm not stuck to one building. I'm not stuck to one place. I can travel the world and do events and stock shelves.
You need a hard location. You know, you can work from what you
from what I got. Exactly. Okay. So that was definitely one of the main reasons medical end was
more
feasible
for us.
Smarter goal for us. Yeah.
Well, what's your proudest moment in business so far?
Got a few.
I was gonna say
it's a few, but one it's a picture in direct that I always glance when I'm down. I go through anything. I look back at this picture. It was a picture when we first printed our first shirts. We got our first little apparel printed. We first was getting the buzzing. We first got our first. I mean, this month was like my month, man. We got our first dispensary. It was just
who was your first dispensary too? Who was the first one?
Greener
Crossing. Shout out to Greener Crossing 313.
All right, there we go.
Greener Crossing, man. Who ran 8 Mile? Shout out.
Okay.
But yeah, it was that month, man. We had dropped our first shirts and we took a family picture. It was actually we gifted our entire family with Somatik shirts. For Christmas. So we got our entire family to take this photo and to see everybody face and to know how proud it was. Like that whole day, they just told us how proud they was and how excited they were. You know what I mean? That was like one of my biggest moments. Beyond making a certain amount of money and everything, like that was just, it's certified and signified to me that like, we here. We are right here.
And that we're all on the same page with it, you know, and that whatever you feel, you still support us in, you know, what we're doing, not in efforts.
Because it was a point in time they laughed at us. It was like we walking around with a batch of brownies and strawberries and shit. Like, what are y'all doing with this? Like,
stuff, and they're like, what are you
we hustling medibles and they like, what are y'all thinking? Like, how are y'all gonna build a brand off this? Nobody's seen the vision.
Exactly.
Nobody's seen it.
I saw something like that where it was just saying, you know, everybody was the fake something before they became the real something. You know, like I talk about Soulja Boy had the rubber band chain when he started, you know, and it was funny with the crazy glasses, but you know, so
as long as
now he got 30 chains.
We all start somewhere.